the present moment. I know that you're teaching classes on Eckhart Tolle's book, The Present Moment, The Power of Now, excuse me. And I can imagine that that must be very powerful for people to work consciously to stay in the moment.
Well, it's actually our birthright. Being present is the only real thing. What we experience that is not that reality is the dream world, is what our mind creates.
So our mind is creating a dream world for us.
Yes.
Right now?
Yes. Yes. The image of yourself is created by the mind. It's based on your history. It's based on what you were told you are, what you told yourself you are. And it's based on what you expect from you in the future. So the mind is living always in the past or in the future, never now. Because the now is too boring for the mind.
Well, I don't know about that. So how do you get your mind to get back into that balance of now? Or is it maybe it's not your mind you're using?
There are many approaches, but basically the mind needs to be trained. It's not that you need to shut off the mind, because if you shut off the mind completely, you become dysfunctional.
Yeah.
You are like a tree. It's okay, you know, but the fact that you are incarnated in a human body means that there is another plan for you than just being a tree.
Yes.
The tree is pure energy force, and there is no mind there. They are very fortunate. So
you want to come back as a tree next time, Luis?
So we have this challenge, you know, that is this little device that we have up here that runs 7 or 5, 7, 8% of our is 7, 8% of who we are. It's just a limited part of who we are. The rest of us, all the functions, all the centers of energy in our body, all the information that is in the cells, in the rest of the energy field, is really what makes the 100%. But for some reason, for some spell on humanity, who knows?
A spell on humanity. I think it was called spiritual amnesia.
Yes. So the game is the way it is, and we are ruled by this little part of ourselves. I always say that here is like we live in the kitchen in a big mansion, you know, that many things are happening in the mansion, but we are not aware. We are cooking ideas all the time, and labeling things, and opinions, and judging.
So what do you suggest for people to do when they come to you? What's the first thing that you do? If I was coming to you as a client to the Body Mind Center and I needed help with nobody loves me, I don't, by the way, but just in case. Usually
people don't come with that.
Oh, they're
people
not.
Don't come. They don't
How
come
do they
so
come
clear.
to you?
You know?
Okay.
But some people realize, you know, I'm tired of being rejected. Nobody loves me. My mother doesn't love me. My husband. So when people are in that level already, they have some work done on themselves.
Okay.
But
so
usually
how do they
people
come to you?
people come with dysfunctions. You know, physical dysfunctions, pains, chronic pains. Emotional problems, depression, anxiety is very common. You know, it's the disconnection with who you are. And
okay. And it took place in the physical, maybe through depression or through an illness.
Yes. Yes.
And you work with that.
Yes. So there is, you know, the cellular memory release and the pain body release is a technology that is formatted, is structured to access the inner intelligence in you. I call it the inner healer. That is that intelligence that allow you to run the functions in your body so far that kept you alive in spite of everything, and is running the whole universe.
Okay.
That life force that runs through you and runs through the whole universe at this moment, that is that inner wisdom, that inner intelligence, inner healer. You just name it, the name, it really doesn't matter. There is a way to access that information.
Okay.
And it's very easy, it's very simple. Actually, I teach that. And,
I know you're always doing some workshop or another. You have more workshops going than anybody I know in town.
Well, there are not many workshops, but there are key workshops where people learn these tools, how to use them with themselves.
For themselves, for their own self-healing.
Yeah, and they can use it with clients too if they are practitioners. I have professionals that they want to learn them because they're very easy to learn, easy to apply, and very effective. It's really a new technology that is the synthesis of very powerful tools that I got to learn in my career and that I got to learn actually through my clients, myself. It's like running sessions is the main teaching.
Now, how did you start with this work? I know you were born and raised in Argentina. And then you, did you start with Reiki work? What did you start with?
No, I started with Chinese and Tibetan medicine.
Oh, Chinese and Tibetan medicine, yes, that's right.
I studied acupuncture and herbology, nutrition. You know, I became a doctor in Oriental medicine, and I was, while I was studying, I was learning shiatsu, and so I was doing massage therapy and acupressure, you know, all this stuff.
And that all grew to where you are now?
Well, actually, that put me in a place after so many years of training that I consider a lot. I studied like 9 years Chinese medicine. And I never met somebody that studied so many years like me.
How did you do that, Luis?
Oh, because I met different teachers and they wanted me to start from zero again, you know. It was funny. Anyway, I found myself being challenged by some difficult cases, people that were very committed, very disciplined. They would follow all the instructions, all the prescriptions, still they never recover.
Nothing happened.
So something in me, you know, that fire grew in me that said, you know, something is missing here. And what was missing was the emotional component.
Okay.
Although, you know, you work with that in Oriental medicine, but not in the way I'm working now. It's like I would be able to help that people now so much. I have actually, I have their image in my
Maybe
mind,
you're helping
you know?
them long distance without them
Who
knowing.
knows? But they helped me.
Because they taught you.
It became this craving to look for new tools. There is when I study, you know, tools to access the unconscious, and very good tools like NLP, neuro-linguistic programming.
Right.
And then the big shift happened when I met my Touch for Health teacher, and I studied Touch for Health. That is a wonderful synthesis of tools that I'm teaching now.
And the Touch for Health is really for practitioners?
No, it's
no?
for anybody.
It's for anybody. Okay, so I could use it with my family?
Yeah.
And
it's formatted to anybody. Actually, it's formatted for lay people.
And is it hands-on breathing techniques and bringing in life's energy to work on something?
It's yes, plus it's balancing the energy field using the meridians. So you learn how to do accurate muscle testing, and you test the meridians in the body. Well, I don't use this, but I use it.
Yeah, they're different muscle. And people sometimes don't know about that. Explain it, muscle testing quickly, because it is fascinating to me that you're